G'day guys, my name is Sean Shankar. I'm a Bachelor of Science student here at UWS and I'm here to discuss my topic of Mungo Man and Mungo Lady. For this assessment I created a website/blog advertising and showcasing Mungo National Park but focusing on its main attractions which created it into a World Heritage Centre. So, welcome to Mungo National Park. Mungo National Park is a 1,110 km squared World Heritage Centre that resides in the Willandra Lakes area of Western New South Wales. The park was founded in 1979, boasting many attractions including beautiful scenery, historic Aboriginal cave paintings, and most importantly the fabled Mungo Lady and Mungo Man. Because this is the homepage, you'll see more of the blog aspect of this website. So here's a blog I created, 5 things to do at Mungo National Park. Visit the walls of China, so that's the sand rock structure there. Hiking, visiting the local visitor centre, camping, and guided walks to stunning lookouts. Here we have the subscribe section. This is for future visitors to keep up to date with current promotions and events. Here we have the contact us sections. This is just for general inquiries. And here we have an image of Mungo Man and Mungo Lady, their 2 burial sites and how close they were, but we'll discuss that a bit later. And here we have a map link to help future visitors plan their future visit to Mungo National Park. Finally, at the bottom here we have a little disclaimer how the website was created by me and it was created for assessment purposes. Mungo Lady. Mungo Lady was discovered in 1968 by geologist Jim Bowler in Lake Mungo when he discovered white bones exposed amongst the lunette. Now, a lunette is an eroded area of dunes that display major levels of sedimentary rock. Jim Bowler returned with an archaeological team the following year and discovered that Mungo Lady was found to have passed away at age 18 and be ritualistically buried. Now, this ritual burial differs from Mungo Man's ritual burial. Mungo Lady's burial included her being cremated, then her bones were crushed, they were then burned again and buried. Mungo Lady has been estimated to be 40,000 years old and remains as the oldest modern human remains beyond Africa, and that applies to Mungo Man as well. Mungo Man. It was only a mere 5 years later, in 1974, when Jim Bowler found Mungo Man, who was only 500 metres away from where Mungo Lady was discovered. Similarly to Mungo Lady, Mungo Man had been ritualistically buried and was believed to be approximately 40,000 years old. Now, Mungo Man's burial included him being laid on his back, his hands were placed into his lap, and he was sprinkled with red ore, which is a red sedimentary rock. Mungo Man has been estimated to be 50 years of age and has an unusual height for his time at 196 centimetres. Now, there's a debacle whether Mungo Man is actually a male, but the specimen is so tall that it is widely accepted that he is in fact male. Okay, what Mungo Man and woman means to the Aboriginal people. Mungo Man, as depicted by the Aboriginal people, was a hunter and gatherer who cared for his family and upheld ritualistic traditions. He had 2 canine teeth removed from his skull, believed to be knocked out during ritualistic fighting, and a lack of cartilage in his elbow has been associated to prolonged use of hunting spears. When Mungo Man passed away, his family mourned for him and upheld tradition by ritualistically burying him. Mungo Lady was a gatherer who also occupied the shore of Lake Mungo and collected food such as yabbies, tubers, and emu eggs. Mungo Lady was believed by the Aboriginal people to have taught the women's law to her daughters and upheld her culture as she existed during the dream time. Since Mungo Lady and Man were found in the Willandra Lakes area, there is a profound connection between the Mungo remains and the Pakitangi people, the Muthi Muthi people, and the Ngiampia people who occupy that area. It is their belief that the Mungo remains are what's left of their ancestors and thus should be promptly returned to rest. And in my opinion, they should be returned to rest and shouldn't be studied on any further. Unfortunately, since their discovery, the bodies have been constantly moved, tested and stored away from the motherland. The related Aboriginal groups believe the remains should be returned to them so they can be properly laid to rest for good. However, all is not lost as Mungo Lady has been returned to country and plans are being made to successfully lay her to rest. Now there's been a problem with laying her to rest because the lunar is constantly eroding. It's been unsuccessful to return her to that soil. So currently she resides in the Mungo National Park in a locked safe where one key is held by the elders and one key is held by scientists. Sadly, Mungo Man still remains in the National Museum of Australia and plans of his return to country are still ongoing. And that's a shame because scientists at the National Museum of Australia believe they should keep holding onto the body because they want to do further testing because his remains are so valuable to the scientific community, but the elders believe they should have him back because it is their ancestors. And again, I agree that the remains should be returned to the people. Here are my references and thank you for listening.